You said before the game that FIU was a team that's better than its record and certainly talented enough to challenge you and give you difficulty. And they did. Overall, what did you think of the way your team performed tonight?
Oh, we were poor for about 25 minutes. Probably some of the worst we've played. We found a little bit of rhythm at the end of the first half and found a goal, so we were probably a little fortunate to go in 1-1. Yeah, we were, I mean, we said it all the lead up to the game, like these are the ones that are scary, right? These midweek games when you're coming off a result on Friday, and then you got a team here whose record isn't great, but they're much better than that. So those are the ones you look at and say, like, as a coach, you're always like, you're terrified. The players probably look at it and go like, oh, it's another game. But yeah, it's a good team. Like FIU's got a couple of really dangerous pieces. And look, in the second half, we should win the game. I told the staff, like, should have won, could have lost, you know. So. Yeah, it's disappointing. I guess in summary, like, we're disappointed not to, take all the spoils, but yeah, I mean, they overwhelmed us for about 25 minutes, and then once we settled in, we were much better.
What led to them kind of playing on the front foot, and you guys seemed like you were just kind of in a backpedaling situation for much of those first 25 minutes?
Yeah. To be honest, we stunk. So, yeah. What led to it? I mean, maybe we were probably. I mean, they pressed us well. They committed a lot of numbers forward. We did not. We just kept playing into it, and we didn't like. Yeah, when a team presses you, you only have two solutions. Like, you can build through it, or you play past it. And we said, like. We kept ramming our head against the wall, like, we're going to play through it. And then we did it occasionally, but turned the ball over in some bad spots. So maybe we need to relieve a little pressure and play longer, and maybe Milton can hold something up, and we can pick up a second ball, and then we can play in their half. So, yeah, we have to be able to vary how we build and how we attack, and we were very one-dimensional, I guess.
First half, one corner kick. Second half, you lived in their end, and you had 16 corners in the second half. What adjustments did you make, or what did you say in the locker room that sort of flipped the field a little bit?
Yeah, I'm relatively mild-mannered by nature, and it was one of my more energized halftime talks, I guess is the best way to put it. So, yeah, I mean, I just told them, like, it's not who we are, in a little more direct and harsh tone. So, yeah, we had to step higher. We had to change a little bit tactically, and we had to get pressure to the ball. So, yeah, we made some adjustments. We played with more energy. We turned them over. They got tired. We grew into the game, and we should have found the result. But yeah, 1-1 is the end.
Owen Zarnik now a goal-scoring threat for you, back-to-back games?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good finish. He took it really well, but yeah, I mean, Owen's going to put himself in good spots. I think you put any one of those guys, any one of the center backs, Owen, Lamar, or Brock in those positions, and like, we're going to create chances. So, unfortunately, one didn't go in on a corner. Our goalkeeper is a massive 6'7" monster who played really well tonight. So, hats off to him for sure. But yeah, second half was better.
Kind of a full circle moment. Jalen was going to play left back in the first game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And, obviously the injury to Neve happens and you have to move him to midfield, blah, blah, blah. And then he ended up playing a lot of it today and played much of it in the second half. How did you feel he acquitted himself in that spot?
I mean, Jalen's a very good player, and he started really well this season. Had a little dip in form maybe 2 weeks ago. Neve came back, so he took minutes off of Jalen. So it's nice that Jalen was able to find more time tonight. He's fully deserving of starting with this team and playing big minutes. So yeah, he was dangerous. He needed that game. That game was very good for Jalen and for his, maturity and confidence. That was an important one.
Is it just one of those things where over the course of a kid's career, just depending on who else is available, you just got to stay ready?
Yeah, I mean, Ryan started tonight, and then Jalen came in and played well, and went with Jalen in the second half, and yeah, Ryan paid, the price a little bit with those minutes. He's fully capable of it. I didn't get Richie Garcia on. Like, Richie is fully capable of playing in that game, but Bailey had a really good run, and Salvo's immense in how he recovers the ball for us. So I didn't get Rich on either. So that's part of being on a team, is that sometimes your number's called and you get the glory and you get the opportunity, and other times you wait, and it's hard, but it's a team game. So it's one of the mottos is the team has to always come first. And yeah, some of those guys didn't get their personal recognition or glory, but hey, there's more to the team and more to the season. So when their number's called, hopefully they will be ready, and we trust they will be.
You mentioned FIU's enormous goalkeeper. How much did you and your coaching staff alter the way you approach in the offensive end, either on corner kicks or set pieces, or even just how you told your guys to shoot because of a guy who can reach so much?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few chances we had. When you're 6'7", obviously, like, it's hard to get down, right? Like, so low is harder than up. So yeah, we had a few chances that, like, just put in the wingspan, So yeah, but he was excellent. That kid had a fantastic game. So yeah, with corners, we were obviously trying to keep it away from. You have two choices. Like, you're not just going to float it on top of him, so you're just going to claim it. So you're either whipping it hard to the near post, or you're trying to play it over him to the back post. And we tried both and created chances at both, but couldn't unlock it.
So what did you think of FIU's communication versus our own on the field? Do you think that there is any room for improvement in that area?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, how the team will organize and communicate is obviously key to, like, defensive responsibility and structure. So yeah, I mean, we have there's a few really good, like, voices with the team, and then we have sometimes there's others that are a little more introverted and don't speak as much. So like any team dynamic has that. So yeah, it's been nice. Like, Martine's a big talker, so having him back there and organizing the defense, and then Brock and Lamar both talk. Owen's a little quieter by nature, so they can organize. Bailey's not afraid to talk. Salvo's quiet, so it's like a balance within the group. So yeah, you need. I wouldn't say that it was noticeable that the opponent was more vocal than us, but yeah, it's always a focus. We need guys to communicate better.